New life flows into Lake Ayer. It started as torrential rain in far north Queensland, filling up rivers and isolating towns. As a current of fair flew over the iconic Salt Lake, our cameras captured the magical moment of water moving into the usually dead centre.
This is the first time in 40 years that I've been flying over Lake Ayer that I've been lucky enough, and I think today the three of us are the only people in the world that have ever seen water actually flowing into Lake Ayer. That's very, very rare. We've got great coverage of the water actually going out into the lake. I've never seen that before, and it's just going to continue. It's going to give birth to life in the lake from now on. But to be here when that actually hit the edge of the lake is really outstanding. It's pretty rare.
Dick Lang runs bush pilots, and as an experienced pilot of more than 40 years, he's flown over this beautiful bit of country thousands of times. Not even he's ever seen this moment.
Kelly, nobody's ever going to see what we saw today. That's pretty special.
The flood's headwaters have taken weeks to wind their way south along the Diamantina and surrounding rivers and channels. Hundreds of kilometres upstream from Lake Ayer lies the tiny town of Birdsville.
Oh, we've seen some big floods. 1950 was 9.5 or something, and 74 was the biggest. But we've seen a lot of other major floods since then.
The floods mean the usually self-sufficient town of just 100 people has already been cut off from the rest of the country for 8 weeks. Don Rowland is a Queensland park ranger and has lived here for 60 years.
That was a really, really big flood. It was a really, really big flood. It basically came down too quick and just washed a lot of the country away, so we don't want to see another one of those.
Supplies are already so low that an SES chopper drops food into town. But now there's a chance not even that will be possible with the town's fuel on the verge of empty. Despite that, Don and his neighbours remain upbeat. Because while it's been a long time between drinks for them waiting for the drought to break, already the town's been flooded 3 times this year alone.
Well, you're always prepared, you know, like we've been cut off here now for 8 weeks, but everybody's coping well with their food supply because everybody who lives out in this country, you know, you're always prepared, and you might need a long wait sometimes. There's a bigger gap between floods, but yeah, you're always prepared.
This river is the lifeblood of Birdsville, and until now, it's been bone dry for nearly a decade. So it's almost hard to believe that just days ago, these floodwaters were so high, locals couldn't even drive across the bridge. The good news about the welcome water continues to spread, with people like Dick relieved that after years of drought, tourists will once again begin flocking to the stunning site.
With the news that gets out about Lake Ayer filling, with the news that gets out about the countryside flooding around the area, it will bring flowers, growth to the area around Birdsville. So once the roads are opened, there will be a large flood-in of tourists and travellers. That's what they want at Birdsville. It is a tourist town, they depend on that, so that will be their jackpot.
I think the floods are really good for this country. It's really good for the cattle industry, good for tourism, and good for the locals. The locals love to go fishing, and you need a flood to wash the water holes out so that fishing, you can go fishing and enjoy yourself down the rivers.